This spring, the Wayne Hills Theater is putting on a production of Chicago. This musical tells the story of Roxy Hart and Velma Kelly, two women who meet in prison after both are charged with murder. Velma's lawyer, the conniving Billy Flynn, takes on Roxy as well in order to create a media circus for the two women. As a result, Roxy and Velma compete against each other and the public for their share of celebrity and fame. The musical stars Fernanda Badillo as Roxy and Mia Guzman as Velma. Both actresses are very talented and have performed in a number of previous plays and musicals. Fernanda is a junior here at Wayne Hills and has been a member of the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop since her freshman year. She made her high school debut in Pippin as Bertha. Fernanda has since performed in every Wayne Hills production, including And Then There Were None as Vera Claythorne, Mean Girls as Karen, and Our Miss Brooks as Mrs. Allen. Fernanda has shown her commitment to theater ever since her first performance, so her getting a star role is not surprising. Okay, so first, your character. You are playing Roxy Hart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so have you ever played a character like her before?
So Roxy's a very intricate character. Upon viewing her for the first time, you kind of like see, oh, like she's not a good person, but she has a lot of depth to her, and it's a character that I've had to study a lot, especially with one of my scenes that are longer. It's like a monologue, and I had to really study like why her motive behind her actions are, and you can kind of sort of justify her actions to a point, which is what I've tried to do.
Nice. So, do you see yourself in your character in any way?
Well, I don't want to say yes, but a lot of her traits I think we can all connect to, wanting to be famous or have some sort of like popularity is something that we as teenagers struggle with or like deal with throughout our careers, and even that little bit of light, like anytime like you're in the paper or like you get more friends or you're considered more popular, you obviously you use that either in a good or bad way. So we all go through sort of the things that she does in not so much of a critical way,
Yeah.
I guess.
So you're excited to play her?
I am so excited. It's like my first huge role, so I'm very excited.
That's great to hear. Okay, so with the show right around the corner, do you think you're prepared? Like, is there anything that you wish you'd have more time on? Is there anything that's like looking that you guys as a whole want to spend more time on?
Yeah, that's a great question. Actually, honestly, out of all the years I've been at Hills, I feel most prepared this year, which is kind of crazy considering it is one of like the bigger roles I've had here. Our team is amazing. Our director, our choreographer, everybody, they just put in so much work, and we have really put our whole hearts and souls into the show because we know like what it can be. And so we've worked so hard, and I think we're ready. Like, I think that we have enough time to run through things that need to be run through. But I think that we're going to come out with a product that everyone will be really happy with.
That's great. So with that being said, do you think like there's any difference between last year's Mean Girls and this, like in the way it's being run, in the way rehearsals are going?
Yeah, so I would say this year they take things a bit more seriously, which is appropriate for the show. I don't know if anyone knows Chicago, but it's, a darker show. It has darker themes than, Mean Girls, which is upbeat. It's about teenagers. So it's kind of hard. Like, as a teenager, you have to put yourself in the shoes of an adult. So our staff has also tried to integrate that onto us. Like, these are adults. These are, like, grown people. Like, so I will say, like, that is one of the biggest changes that I've seen.
Mia is also a junior at Wayne Hills and started her high school performing career as an ensemble member in Mean Girls when she was a sophomore. The following year, she was cast as Miss Finch in Our Miss Brooks. Though she hasn't been in the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop for the longest time, she has proved her singing and acting prowess, allowing her to get a well-deserved starring role. Okay, Mia Guzman, aka Velma Kelly, right? So, what do you like about Velma? What do you like about playing her?
Well, I really like the numbers she's in, the songs. She's in some of the most iconic songs in the show, All That Jazz, Cell Block Tango, some of the most famous songs. And so that's kind of part of it that I really enjoy.
Yeah, you really like this song. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, this is your first lead role, is that correct? Or at least on Wayne Hills production.
Yes, it is.
How does that, are you nervous? How are you adjusting to all of your new responsibilities?
Well, I wouldn't say it's... I don't really think it's that different from other productions I've done, mostly because I've always put my all into every single one of my roles. But it definitely is different just because it's more involved, you know? And a lot of the focus is on me, which I'm not used to.
Yeah. So, I know you're listing all those songs. What do you think's your favorite song?
My favorite, well, I actually didn't list this, but it's I Can't Do It Alone. It's basically Velma's just begging for Roxy's attention, and she's just dancing her heart out.
Yeah.
And it's exhausting, but it's really fun.
Sounds fun. So, this year, there's a lot of new members of the cast, especially compared to, like, previous years. This is, like, the largest, I'm pretty sure, cast has been. How are all these new members adjusting? How is it working out?
I think a lot of people are adjusting pretty well. Like a lot of people, it's their first show ever, right? And you honestly wouldn't be able to tell. Like one of our principal actors it's her first show ever, and she's doing amazing.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So now for the big question: why should everyone come to see Chicago?
Well, I could say you could come see it because of me or my friend Fernanda, who plays Roxy. But really, I think it's the production value. It's just absolutely insane this year. I mean, like, the set behind me is, like, one of the most involved we've had ever. The costumes are going to be amazing, the wigs and the lighting. It's just going to be something you have to see.
That's great. We are all so excited for the performance, and best of luck.
Thank you.
Chicago will be running on the last Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of March at 7 p.m. There will also be a matinee at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Tickets will be sold all throughout this week during lunch in the ticket booth outside of the auditorium for a discounted price. Alternatively, you can buy tickets at the door for full price. If you like action, drama, music, then come see the Wayne Hills Theater Workshop's production of Chicago.